And we are here at the house. So we are doing our first of many DIY projects today. The kids are over there playing baseball, running around the yard, enjoying all of the land that they have. And Travis and I are about to epoxy our garage floor. So because we have such a long span of time before we have to officially move all of our stuff in, we're just gonna go ahead and take care of this project so it can dry and cure before we're ready to put our cars in the garage and our other, you know, storage items and things like that. We're going to give you just a little snippet of what we're going to do today and take you along for the journey of this garage DIY. So stay tuned. So we have Travis sweeping off the floor. I already swept this side. As you can see, the garage wasn't in broom swept condition because they are still doing work on the house even post close. So they have a couple more things that they have to complete, so they didn't fully clean because it's gonna get a little bit dirty some more. So we're just sweeping all this debris out, and then we're gonna get ready for paint. And of course we are masked up because this is a lot of dust coming up. A lot of sanding from the walls is still in here, from the plaster. So we gotta protect ourselves and make sure we don't inhale all of that stuff. So I'm gonna set you guys up here while we get prepped. Okay, you guys, so today we are doing the garage floor coating kit by Rustoleum, the rock solid garage paint kit. It has a no peel promise. I've seen some reviews with bare paint where the paint has come off from people driving their cars on it, so I don't know if it's just a bad product or they came in with hot tires and it peeled the paint off. It says no peel promise. I am going to hope that that is not our case for as much money as we paid for this, but I will post a link to this in the description box, plus all the tools that we use, the blower, the brush, everything like that, the paint brushes, the rollers, all of that good stuff. So we are going to be using this in the extreme high gloss formula, and this is going to be the black high gloss. So here we go. I'm so excited. Okay, y'all, so we got everything blowed out. We're not doing all the rinsing and stuff. I feel like the blower got all the dust and stuff out that was necessary. So we have to tape all of the drywall so we don't get it on the drywall. So basically the floor is gonna have it, as well as the siding is going to have it, and hopefully we don't run out. But as you can see over here, we already have it blue taped off, and this is where we're gonna have it stop. So we're going to have the actual black paint or black epoxy drip over the edge, kind of like a waterfall, and we taped it off. I used 2 rows of tape so we get extra protection, and this is going to remain cement because that is the part that's going to be exposed to the outside. So this is the before. If you can see, we have to finish taping all this off, and the plan for this is to add some decorative trim because there is some remnants from the stairs that Travis had to cut off. I don't know why that wasn't already cut off. They painted my stairs for free. They actually weren't supposed to do any of this, but I guess because of all the trouble I had to go through, they painted all of this. They even stained my railing. They put trim along here. However, we still have gaps that they're not required to fill. So I'm gonna actually get some bullnose trim to put here, bullnose trim to put on the stairs. I still don't know if I'm gonna paint the stairs black because you're gonna see that being tracked. So I might do the epoxy to the stairs as well. I just don't know if I have enough. So I'm gonna save the stairs for last. If I don't have enough, I'll just get some durable paint to do the, what are these called? The trellises or whatever they're called, the top of the stairs. I'm gonna leave this part white. And then for the surround of the entrance, I'm gonna do decorative trim. So I'll just get a piece of trim from Lowe's or Home Depot and nail it, brad nail it to the end once the epoxy and all that is cured, so it will have a decorative trim around here. So that's the plan for that. And also on this side, it's gonna have decorative trim running along here to the front. So that's gonna be mitered at a 45-degree angle. And then if I have enough paint, or if I have to get some more paint, I'm going to paint the top of these so that you can't really see the stains, because with it staying white, you're gonna be able to see the stains. And then lastly, the bullnose trim to cover up these gaps right here. That is the plan. Travis has to go get an extender for the paint rollers. I guess I'll be hanging out until then. I'm gonna close the garage to make sure no more dust comes in here. But if you saw in the clip before, we have the rollers that come with the kit, but we did buy a larger roller so that we can cover more area. The decorative chips, we have some etching, which we really don't have to use because our concrete floors were already kind of smooth because it's a new construction. But if you have had your garage for a while, you would use the etching process with a steel yard brush. And we have 2 of these. One of these would be able to cover a single car garage, and 2 of them covers a 2-car garage. So these are all of the products that came in the box. So once Travis gets the stick to put the rollers on, we'll be ready to go. Okay, so what we're doing here is basically doing a wraparound of the trellis. Is that trellis? I don't know, child. So we're wrapping it around so we don't get any paint on the trim. if we do decide to paint it today or you have enough left over today. But that's just gonna protect the whole thing so we can paint freely on the stairs. Okay, so we got the stairs marked off with painter shape. So again, if I have any left over, I will do the top of each stair. If not, I'll just go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get like the cheapest paint. I'm trying to think. The color of dirt would be either a grayish, whitish, coming from my garage. So I need to get something that you're not gonna easily see. I don't know if I wanna do black, but if I did black, I will have the decorative chips so that they can kind of disguise any footprints, any dirt prints. Like already you can see like the little circles from the bottom of my New Balances. So this is not gonna cut it. I'm gonna have to find something that can neutralize any of the stains and it won't be as noticeable. So waiting on Travis to come back with the painter stick so we can go ahead and get this ball rolling. I think in the meantime, I might start on the trim over here since I don't need the roller stick for that. I just bought a little brush. So I was trying to save these areas for last though, but I can't because I have to work from here on out. So what you think?
I don't know.
We tired, boss. We just sitting here. We just sitting here in the garage because we tired. We tired and I don't feel like getting up. But yeah, we gonna have to do the sides if I'm gonna do it because we have to work from the inside out. So we have to make sure, we're gonna put up signs saying that the garage is wet, so the workers that have to come to do a little bit of the rest of the painting don't come inside here while the epoxy is drying. So we're just gonna sit here and wait until Travis gets back. So I'll check in a little bit. Okay, y'all, so we are back from break. We had a little lunch, some Chick-fil-A, some McDonald's. Kylie and I cleaned the kitchen cabinets and the kitchen drawers, so that's out the way. Travis had to go get this stick. We had this handle because we were going to use a cloth roller, but then we saw that these came with the kit and this foam, so I'm like, well, maybe foam is better to apply. So we just gonna jigger rig it and put one on the end so that it's the length we need, and we might cover more area. We're not going back to the store. We just gonna do what it do. So basically, when I do this, it doesn't come off at all. Well, I guess it does. You just gotta apply some pressure. So you just have to apply some pressure to keep it on. If push come to shove, we'll just use one. It should be fine. So we have our tools. Now we're going to mix the two parts of the epoxy together, and I'm going to put the camera on Travis so he can show you how to do that. So hold on tight. Okay, so according to this, you mix only one pouch at a time. Thoroughly mix the material in the pouch by shaking it back and forth. So let's shake it back and forth and squeeze each side of the pouch. So then you combine parts A and B by placing the pouch on the ground and rolling it from part A side towards part B. The pressure created by rolling the pouch will force the middle seal to burst, allowing the two parts to mix together. You thoroughly mix it again by shaking it back and forth and squeezing the edges and corners for 2 to 3 minutes. So the product will be activated and must be applied within the time frames listed on this chart. So we're gonna have to work fast. Hopefully I can record most of it. If not, it's because we're on a time schedule for this product while it's activated. So let's show Travis mixing the two parts together. Yep, just like that. Tight until it bursts into part B. There we go. So it bursts into part B. Now we just have to pull it back up, shake it, and squeeze it. Just like we did. So we're gonna have to do this with pouch number 2 when we're ready to apply it. And now we are ready to paint. Pull it back first.
Pull it back.
Yeah. Start up here, and then pull back, and then is it coming out?
Lately, can't nobody do it like I can. Daily, baddest in the lattice in the land. Body turn your nigga to a fanny up, fanny up. I made it where I'm at on my own. Had a couple blocks in the road, but I get to the bag on the low. I be counting stacks while they grow, yeah, you know me. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I come in town, you should slide on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good, good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love.
Another fight, apple bottom make 'em wanna bite. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. Hold up, if you don't know, now you know. If you broke, then you gotta let 'em go. You can have anybody, any money, mo. Cause when you a boss, you can do what you want. About to catch another fight. This, about to catch another fight. About to catch another fight. This, about to catch another fight. About to catch another fight. This, about to catch another fight. About to catch another fight. This, about to catch another fight. About to catch another fight. This, about to catch another fight. About to catch another fight. This, about to catch another fight. About to catch another fight. This, about to catch another fight. About to catch another fight. This, about to catch another fight. Just wanna have a good night. This wanna have a good night. Just wanna have a good night. This wanna have a good night. Just wanna have a good night. This wanna have a good night. Just wanna have a good night. This wanna have a good night. This wanna 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 have a good night.
Can you see me shaking? Hear the sound of my heart breaking. Bless the soul that's aching, hoping I survive. The feeling lingers on every day of every month, wishing I just could forget about you. The weight upon my bones makes it harder to move on. Oh baby, don't think that I'll ever forgive myself for losing you, or for losing you. Left our love up on those dusty shelves. Can't forget don't you feel that too? The feeling lingers on every day of every month, wishing I just could forget about you. The weight upon my bones makes it harder to move on. Oh baby.
Okay, y'all, so excuse my appearance. I'm literally just waking up, barely brushed my teeth. It is what it is. So, let's see, June, July. After like 2 months of not being able to finish our garage, we finally did our basement floor and were able to move a lot of stuff from our garage that we had stored in here to the basement. So with that being said, I was able to finish the epoxy on the garage floor. The only thing is the paint that I got, because I didn't get the kit again, which was really expensive. It was like $200 per kit just for the epoxy itself. That wasn't worth it to me to buy a whole new kit. So I found some 1-part epoxy in Home Depot. However, it's not the epoxy that like dries wet looking. It literally just looks like paint. So I just ended up getting this top coat to paint over what I already did, to give it like that wet shiny look. It still doesn't look as shiny as the epoxy part, but it'll do, y'all. It'll do. Maybe one day I'll get it epoxy like professionally, in that way it could be shiny, or just have someone come and do like a epoxy clear coat. That would suffice, because I've already done the hard part, and that's painting and laying the decorative chips down and stuff like that. So anyway, let me show you what I've done so far. So this is the left side of the garage. I've already moved the stuff over from this side because I finished this side yesterday. Did the top coat. I made sure that this part was lined with painter tape so I can get a crisp edge. And now I'm going to, sorry for the wind. Now I'm going to do the top coat over this side so that it can match the back, because the back has that original epoxy, so it's very shiny and wet looking. This part down here is kind of dry looking. So I'm mainly going to make sure I do the top coat over this part at least twice. I only have half a bucket left, so let's see what it do. I'm going to go ahead and remove my painter's tape so it doesn't get dried up on there. And then just let y'all see the progress. But what do y'all think about it so far? I think it looks nice. Y'all see how it's shiny back there and it's not shiny right here? That's the real epoxy, and this is the 1-part epoxy. So clearly you can see a difference. But we're gonna fix that, and just like this side over here, it's gonna look wet all throughout. It's gonna end up matching some wood, so we'll see.
Your eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch.
So I gotta touch up this part right here because this is where my deep freezer was while I painted around it. So I'm gonna go ahead and smooth that over so we don't have any missed spots. I really wish I got this done before we moved, but time just got away from me. And by the time I knew it, it was time to move all of our stuff. So it is what it is. It's getting done now, and that's all that matters. So just have to work around all of the heavy stuff, move some stuff around, and we'll be good to go. And it was just that easy to go back over it. So no biggie, no stress. We getting it done. So I'm gonna just smooth it out. And if y'all notice my stairs, I didn't sprinkle the stairs. I just did black and did like 3 layers of top coat. So I did 2 layers of the epoxy coating, and then I did 3 layers of the top coat. Because a lot of times we come out here to grab stuff from the deep freezer, so it's semi-heavy traffic, so I just wanted to make sure it was truly protected from us coming up and down all the time in the garage. And any little pieces I find that are like grass, I'm putting in the trash can. So it has like a bluish, grayish haze when it goes on, but then it does dry clear and transparent. So if you see that on screen, it will dry clear, I promise. So since this backside is kind of wet already, wet looking, I'm just gonna go over the areas that don't look so wet and call it a day. So you just want to slide it back so you cover as much area as possible. Y'all, I've never done floor epoxy before. I've done countertop epoxy, but never floor. It's kind of the same process, but kind of not, because the stuff I came back over with is 1 part epoxy, so I'm having to do this top coat, which is making it double the work. But it'll be worth it in the end, once we're finally able to drive on the solid surface.
Let's go. Are you ready? You've been staring since I came in. I know you wanna get to know me. But honestly, I came with my girls, wanna dance by ourselves. Can't you tell? Baby, baby, I have thick skin. Yeah, I don't let things get to me.
And doing the top coat also helps make sure that any chips that did not adhere to the paint can actually adhere under the top coat. Didn't really blow the garage too much, because whatever chips didn't stick will stick once I put the top coat.
You think you can put your hands on my body. I'm no damsel in distress. Come too close, I might just lose it. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I knock you down like boom, 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 boom. I think you're messing with the wrong girl. I bring the thunder, haven't you heard? But honestly, I just wanna dance with my girls here tonight. No man by our sides. Crystal clear that you're head over heels, but don't come any closer, my dear. Cause when I get mad, I cannot control what might happen. You think you can put your hands on my...
That's the last bit of it, y'all, so I really have to like make it stretch. Just gonna sit that down like that.
Knock it down like boom, 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 boom. Knock it down like boom, 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 boom. Boy, you better sit down, you just shut your mouth. Cause I don't need a man to make me feel fine. Better sit down, you just shut your mouth. Yeah. You better sit down, you just shut your mouth. Cause I don't need a man to make me feel fine. Better sit down, you
shut your mouth. Yeah, you think you can put your hands.
So I noticed some top coat spilled last night off of my brush. It leaked out the bag I had it in. So I just went back over it with some black paint, sprinkled a little bit more speckles. I'm gonna let that dry, but then I'm gonna go back over it with the rest of the top coat I have left. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm talking about, but some top coat spills on the garage floor right here. And I just peeled some of it off because it was raising up off the floor. So I didn't want you to be able to tell the distinction. So I just covered it with more black epoxy paint and then sprinkled some more specks. And I'm gonna go over it with the top coat brush. Hopefully you can't tell it was ever there. Alright y'all, so that's it for the top coat. I only did one coat. I'm trying to debate if I'm gonna get another can and do a second coat. We'll see how it turns out because those cans are like $50. And I only need probably a fourth of the can. So we're gonna see how it turns out after it dries, and then if I feel it needs another coat, then I'll go get it, but if not, then I'm not. In case you were wondering, I already did the seal for the edge, the top coat. I did that last night, so I already sealed the edge so that all I would have to do is roll the top. I did the edges, the trim concrete in all black. I didn't do the specs because that was just gonna be too messy, too messy. So I just did it in black, and I sealed that with the top coat last night as well. Sealed the stairs, and this is what it's looking like so far. So again, it's a little bluish because that's just how it goes on, but then it dries like that. And we'll see if I need to buy some more to get the shine that I want, but hopefully it'll be shiny by the time I'm done. I can already see a little bit of reflection kind of off of the garage door, but I want it shiny like that, like wet shiny, but we'll see what it does once it dries. If I need some more, I'll get some more, of course, and I'll just have some to save for any touch-ups. But that's it, folks. Pretty good for my first time. I mean, it's not professional, but it's good considering I did it. So I literally saved like $1,200 doing it myself. Facts.